I've called in the help of my friend James, a fellow horticulturist and plant enthusiast, to help me get all my succulents and cacti plants repotted. There are a few things that can indicate that a plant needs repotting, and one of the first ones, and quite noticeably with this plant, is the roots. And you can see here it is escaping right through those drainage holes. So this is a classic sign that this plant needs repotting and needs a bigger pot.
So as our plants continue to grow, they're going to be uptaking more and more nutrients, which will need to be replenished. So as the soil organic matter breaks down and the nutrients are taken up, we need to look at the soil to see if there's any shrinkage or if there's any discoloration. And if there is, well, you got a hungry plant.
The perfect time to repot these plants is either at the start of spring or at the start of autumn. There are a few reasons for this. One, it will encourage better root development as the weather is still warm enough for these plants to be growing and to establish into their new pots.
When repotting our succulents, we want to make sure we avoid doing it in the winter months. Whilst the weather is cold, the plants aren't actively growing, so they become a lot more susceptible to root rot.
For these plants, we are using a specialised mix, Scott's Osmocote Cacti and Succulent Premium Potting Mix, as it will provide optimum growing conditions for these plants, and it's boosted with calcium for nutrient uptake and potassium for steady growth.
So now that these succulents are all repotted, we're going to add some fertiliser. And even though succulents don't require much food, it's good to put some in anyways, just to prevent shock. For some of these smaller plants, we'll be applying the Osmocote Pour and Feed for cacti and succulents. This is a ready-to-use formula, making it really easy to apply. And it's great for indoor succulents as it has no odour.
Using a fertiliser like this one is really quick and easy to use, and you can apply it every 2 weeks depending on how your plant is going. And autumn is the perfect time of year to be feeding your plants because the soil is still warm enough for them to absorb all those nutrients. It also has lower nitrogen, which is ideal. Too much can cause limp growth. It's also boosted with potassium to promote flowering, steady growth, and improved resistance to diseases and pests.
Well, these are looking a lot better. And what do you think, Bonnie? Maybe a slow release every 6 months? Do you reckon that would help?
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, they are just so much happier from being repotted, and it was a big task. So thank you so much for coming and helping me.
You're very welcome.